What's up, guys? Sierra. Today is Trading with Tia. I'm gonna give GU, GJ, and UJ. So let's get started. So recently I've been marking up like on my iPad and stuff. So I haven't even been using my laptop that much. But anyways, guys. So with GU, I was just to find common of price action, and of course we have this weekly zone of 1.500, but then going on the daily where price is right now, pretty nice like area as well. I'm gonna highlight it with a rectangle. So this is like one of those like mini zones. This 1.33 area, as you can see, is area. So I can highlight it. See that? So if I look, it looks like an M to me. So from here to this to down to up to top to make that little double top, and the down that's like a little M, right? So the thing about this is now is it just going here in this yellow price continue the reversal box. So and I also have it up on my iPad here. So going to the 4 hour, because you guys know I like to move from higher time frames to lower time frames, so you can even see even better how this area is a good area for price reversal and such. So with that being said, so let's go back to the daily. So this candle on Friday closed as bull. So mainly all the daily candles since April have been closing, not April, bear. have been closing as bear. So we've been on a steady downtrend because the momentum for the downtrend hasn't really been stopped. So also considering that today isn't holiday, I'm also going to be looking at how the dollar is moving compared to the pound. So as of you're in Google, you find this website called livecharts.co.uk, and it tells you like the strength of like a few major pairs. So right now, the Great British Pound is stronger than the US dollar, and for the yen is stronger than both the Great British Pound and the US dollar. So that means GJ is going up. Since the pound is stronger than the US dollar, that means that GU will be going up. And since the yen is stronger than the US dollar, that means be going up as well. So all of these right now going up. And this is UJ, just to give y'all guys a little look. So UJ is making this little move, and I'll be going there in a minute. But so back to this. So we came to this level and found this as like support as of right now. So we touched it like a little bit, this zone right here, a little bit here and here. We didn't drop any lower than 1.329 ish. Okay, so we're staying within like a good pip range here, not too large of a pip range. So if we were to count it, bucks, so about 40 pip range box. So we have kind of found support in this area right now. Like this area, of course, can be broken because price action isn't necessarily predictable, but the market does give good clues. So with that being said, since we touched this area, this box a few times, so look, we touched it, broke out of the box, and we retested it. So that would make sense for us to see a breakout as of right now. So if it follows what it's been doing as of here and doesn't break the trend line fully, what I see happening would be going something like this. Touch the trend line once again, and then we go back down. And I feel like 1.32500 zone, definitely then finding hopefully some type of support. So we have actual retracement. Because if you really look at GU, we haven't really retraced much. Like just going through and looking at it, there hasn't been like a huge retracement. So it's clear that the momentum for this downtrend is there. Like the downtrend momentum is clearly there. So like I said, if this doesn't break the trend line, I definitely see it touching it and then going back like it has done these past few times right here. And just looking left, like it's possible that this area is just support and it doesn't drop to this level on the weekly. So it's very possible that we could see new momentum, but in a breakout of this trend line, possibly to the next zone. I don't see any strong bullish momentum. The pound is only barely stronger than the dollar right now. So that's the only reason why there's being buys on this right now. But as far as like actually having strong like telling momentum, there isn't really any because we're clearly still in an obvious downtrend. There hasn't been much momentum, much retracement, or anything like that. So to predict like a buy going that high doesn't seem plausible right now. So because we keep having this incident of touch the trend line and go back down. So after a couple of touches, we like to say, okay, well, confirms the trend. So this is definitely confirming that downtrend. Definitely could turn that downtrend when you have multiple touches on your trend line. See the line break it, it's most likely gonna buy up until this point and then probably go back down and hit this level. Because usually how price action works, it goes from zone to zone. But like I said, the market. So we'll definitely wait and see. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's a bank holiday, Memorial Day, so I won't be trading personally, but I will be definitely watching out for the patterns that the market makes. And so that is my analysis as of right now. So once I get some more clear bull momentum, then we can see like, oh, okay, maybe this might break the trend line. But as of right now, this is just like a short-term buy. Yeah, huge thing on the low for a little bit, and I'm actually pretty satisfied with her for once. I usually am a hater, but I've come to the other side to realize that maybe UJ isn't that bad. So we'll see. I haven't decided all the way yet. All right, UJ analysis. Okay. So here we are on the monthly. So this 110 zone right here. This 110 zone that we had just dropped off as we dropped off to 109 just recently. This 110 zone is very bad. We also have a chart here shows you. Yeah, so convenient. So we are selling for a bit here. And it found support around this area and then continued, reverse and continue up. So now we hit the 110 and price starts to fall again. So what is it about this 110 area, right? So we're gonna find out. Moving to the daily. So this is also what I saw on my iPad. So moving this. So this candlestick formation. It formed, it's like a kind of like a wedge in a way. And as soon as it hit this 110-ish zone, 110, 500, 1 to 111 area, dropped off. So what looks like what is trying to happen, or what tried to happen also on the day, look like price fell, trying to retrace to about right here, and then it looks like we're going to drop off again. The reason why I say that is because when we go to the 4-hour, and I spend a lot of my time on the 4-hour with UJ. So thicker. So if you look at this on UJ, this could be a possible head and shoulder formation if price were to go to right here. So let's just say we do this, right? Well, make that right shoulder. That would be a good head and shoulders, right? Because we're touching the same area, head and shoulders. So it looks like UJ is trying to form, or could possibly form, a head and shoulders. So with that being said, as well, to highlight this little bottom zone that we're seeing as well is really important. So this box in green is this 109 area. And this 109 area is one of these areas that's like a zone within a zone. So if this is where price is finding like support right here, okay, well, that means that we could definitely see this right shoulder form, especially because it served as support here and here, kind of reversed here, but didn't, go too low, not more than like 100 pips, if that. So not even 100 pips. So this area is a very important area for price reversal. If you're looking at all these wicks and touches in this area, you know that this area is important. So I just think it's important to note that this head and shoulders decided to form in this little area. And also, because y'all know I like to trade waves. Right? Oops. So, and I hate when I do that. Don't y'all hate when y'all do that? Like, so annoying. So, or to make it like even bigger, okay. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay, so switches back to this thing. All right, so Elliott waves. Boom. Just to like make it big. So then it looks like we're making this corrective wave, right? Finish the right shoulder on the B wave, and then probably come and test this 4 wave right here. So that 108 600 area would be a good first TP if you're gonna sell UJ. So I'm gonna highlight this area. This is all I use when I make like TPs and stuff like that. Just strictly off the zone. So if I'm gonna buy UJ to 110 area to complete this right shoulder, I would then make my TP 108. And this is just, hypothetically, if this were to happen, this seems logical for it to happen. So this is what I'm expecting on UJ as of right now, to finish the head and shoulders and to also make this corrective wave. Okay, on to GJ. GJ is a different little monster too. So I got my zones together. I'm looking at the weekly and monthly chart, and I went ahead and did my little, wave thing and the corrective wave. So, they made a double bottom. So, you know what a double bottom is? That means we're gonna see. So, again, is very strong right now. That's why these are going up. Okay, so so the A and the C wave, if this is how this goes, if this is a correction, the A and the C wave touched at the same place. So if you know what a double bottom is, this could also be the start or the finish of this W. So to go up, it makes sense. Oh, not that. For this to go up, right? Complete the W, or at least test somewhere. I would say that we'll go to the next little zone. So once price hit this 156 area, it hit it as a resistance, which it also kind of did right here, and then it made that big drop, this candle down here. So ever since it made that same move to the upside, caught that resistance and went down. So look on the 4-hour. Because I also have my charts like right up next to me on my iPad. And that's a good habit. I suggest, like, if you have an iPad, to like mark up your charts on your laptop and like on your iPad. It's good practice, and it allows you to see the bigger picture better. So to each its own. But another thing to notice is also where where this 160 1.618 is at. So if you notice, it's right here. It literally aligns perfectly with this wick right here. And essentially, this is one of those good areas where GJ started selling too. So it really like sold. Okay. So if I'm going back to what this is right here, right? This area is where, like, it didn't necessarily start because it started all the way up here. But this was one of those key areas where it sold, it stayed like in this area, and it sold, came back, but never touched this area, and then kept going. So if you're looking at it, also, boom, it hit this area, went like a tad bit above it, but then it never came back like above. So that tells me that this is pretty good resistance, which is why it dropped so much. So now that we have this double bottom, we're going to be looking for buys on GJ Zion. So regardless of if it touches this area again, because usually when it does double bottom, since it hasn't necessarily touched it again, I could possibly see it touch this demand zone, then shoot back up. So there's always a little room for stuff to drop. So I don't see why not. I mean, over here, it touched it a couple times. So I could definitely see GJ touching this a couple times before it really gets that momentum. Because again, the yen is way stronger than the Great British Pound right now, but there's not really like hella momentum for a buy. As you can see, most of these candles are red, so it's pretty strong bear momentum. But I'm pretty sure like after the holidays or some like news, something will come out and it'll give us some more momentum that we're looking for. So actually do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Fibonacci retracement and the expansion. Okay. That's that. Then alright. So another thing to notice, because this is some good stuff. So this retracement comes out to 1.618. This very retracement right here. If you know anything about Fibonacci and stuff, but 1.618 is just like, whoa, that's the pretty number. Like if you see that, okay, that's gonna be some major move happening. Then you have the 2.618. Okay, now we have that price action touching there. So it just seems like we just need the right circumstances, the right price action, the right maybe something like I said, news to come out for us to be like, okay, this is where we're gonna start entry and get our entries and stuff like that at. But so basically, to recap everything, I'm looking for UJ to complete the right shoulder, go to the 110, and then do that sell. GJ to probably go a little bit down to retrace and touch this double bottom area again, then go back up. And then GU probably make a little move to the upside too. So that is what I'm looking for as far as my pairs. I'll be looking out for the dollar index. I'll be looking out for any news, anything that comes out like that. If you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Hit me up personally. I just want to thank everyone for watching my broadcast, and we're gonna eat this week, catch pips, and let's get it.